So in our previous house in Massachusetts, we had a barrel sauna. We got a really smoking deal on it. But anyway, it was probably overkill. So we sold the barrel sauna in Massachusetts because at first we thought we were living on base here in Georgia, and we weren't going to be able to. The barrel sauna was giant. It was like 8 feet long, probably.
Was it six to 8 person?
Yeah, I think it was an 8 person one. Anyway, long story short, we sold it. And then we did not live on base. So kind of kicking ourselves in the butt for selling it, but it is what it is. So we've been here for almost 3 years now. We've been wanting a sauna again. So I found some plans online for like a 4x5 sauna that we're just going to counterlever off the back of the deck here. And today I'm going to try to get as much done as possible while we have a window of opportunity in the weather. Because apparently it's supposed to snow here in midweek, in middle of Georgia. So that will paralyze this place. So I don't want to be out working in that weather anyway. The plan, according to Andrew Huberman, is that you do 3 rounds of sauna, ice bath, 20 minutes, and then followed by 3 minutes, 20 minutes, 3 minutes, 20 minutes, 3 minutes, and you always finish on the cold. And that's the prescription. So we're gonna have the sauna right off the back of the deck so that you can jump back and forth between the two. And then this thing is supposed to be, the way the plans have it, it's supposed to be where you can disassemble it, sorta, just into panels. So if we do move here, we could take it with us. Whereas the barrel sauna, it was actually pretty easy to disassemble when we sold it. So it's just one of those things, lessons learned. I would have preferred to have still had that because that was already paid for. And lumber right now is quite expensive.
But the size was, we didn't.
Yeah, the size was fine, but probably well into $1,500 for this build. Just because of the price of everything right now is still pretty high. But thankfully, I've had a sauna and some other stuff sitting in my garage that I bought a while ago. So we have some parts here. But other than that, yeah, I don't have a lot of time to talk, so I only got one day to do this.
Okay.
So
Get it done.
I'll talk to you later. For real. I'm the one moving the camera around. For real. So, there. Ah, what? My bad. Sorry.
I got 4 walls and the base built. It was kind of tedious because you have to, the insulation and then the vapor wrap and then taping it with the aluminum tape took the longest time because you got to separate that stupid backing. That literally took the longest time. I'm gonna do the roof today and the door, and then probably call it because we're expecting snow in middle Georgia. Bought a window from Reuse, the Habitat for Humanity, and I'm gonna turn that into the door somehow. I'm not necessarily sure yet, but we'll get there. So that'll be today. So roof walls are going up, and then the door, and that should be it. Yeah, that's not gonna happen with all of them back here.
So where did you finish for this weekend?
So we got it dried in except for the door. So I got everything exterior wise kind of finished except for the paint and the door. I just ran out of time. And they're calling for some pretty crappy weather, so just gonna get everything cleaned up and put away. I don't want a lot. So I had to make some modifications. This thing was supposed to be portable. I didn't do something right. I don't know the step I missed. I just figured out what was wrong and fixed it. Unfortunately, it means that it's not going to be portable. It's staying here. It is what it is. So it's not a big deal. At this point, I got it all insulated, the vapor barrier. So really, all we need to do, and I said all we need to do, it's actually going to be pretty tedious, is make the door and then align the inside with 1/4 inch tongue and groove cedar. That's going to be the tedious part because that is a lot of cutting. Thank God. It'll go quick once it goes, but it's just cutting, nailing. But the big heavy lift is over. It's like 60% done. I still got to do, you start adding in like electrical and stuff like that. That's why I moved the door over here. So the original plan, the door's in the center, but instead our power supply is up against the house on this side. So I just moved the door over here. The heater will go here. This way I can just pop the electrical right out the side and run it down the side of the house in a conduit. Just because it's easier. What else? We decided what color we're going to paint it?
No, I have no idea. I mean, do we paint it to match oh no, it's staying here, huh?
Well, it's going to end up staying here. I mean, it doesn't matter.
White?
We could paint it black for all I care.
Ugh, I don't want a black.
Well, sauna. You want heat, right?
It's going to be plenty hot here.
Yeah.
I don't think we need to worry about that.
Yeah, so...
Hey, Rylan.
Well, that's that. Kids are out. So that's part 1. Part 2 to come. I don't know when I'm going to be able to get back at this because we're going home for the holidays. This is our holiday trip after the holidays. and then I don't know. I'll figure it out.
Okay.
All right, give a little bit of an update. So we didn't go home. I stand here. Everybody got sick, canceled our trip. That's kind of the short version of that story. So now I am lining the walls of the sauna with 1/4-inch cedar shiplap. So thanks to ChatGPT, I literally threw in my measurements and asked it to produce a pattern that used the least amount of waste, and that's what I'm rolling with. So this stuff smells lemony. Doesn't actually, I don't know, but anyway, yeah. So that's what you're gonna see me do. It's a whole bunch of cutting and fitting and nailing, and it's gonna take a while. All right. Cue the high-speed reel. So I got the bench kind of framed out, and got the back wall done. I'm just kind of figuring out as I go, because I don't know. It's not really like, color by numbers or anything like that. No, I'll figure it out. It's getting there. So I'm trimming out everything with cedar planks or cedar tongue and groove. This is my first time ever kind of doing something like this, so it's just going slow. The molding is going to cover up a lot.
So that's the size of the heater right there?
Well, that's the heater, yeah. So the heater will go on this side. Yeah, I mean, I probably could have spent a lot more time leveling this thing and making sure that it was like absolutely level, but whatever. It's like a 1/4 inch. Nah, I mean, it's just, it's like a 1/4 inch off on the shiplap from one side of the wall to the other side of the wall, which is not, you're talking about like that much. Oh. But literally, but when you're building it and you see it, now your eye will always go to it because you know it. But you will go in there and won't see a thing. We used to have an old saying in the machine shop, it's not how you mess up, it's how you cover up your mess up. So, moldings will cover up a lot. Whatever. But, no, it's coming along. It's good practice for the outhouse we got to build up in Alaska. So, yes. Except we are not getting a cedar shiplap. No. But it'll come out nice. It's just, whatever.
So you've got 2 full walls done?
I got the back wall done. I have the bench done. And then once I get up above the bench, it'll go quick because then I can cut it. These are less than 4 feet. So I can just cut the panels in half and it'll go pretty quick. And then, so I hope to have all the shiplap done tomorrow. Which means I'm probably not going to get to the door. because everybody's still a little sick, and I don't want to spend a whole lot of time. What's the matter, Penny? She wants to get down, and she's literally a foot away from the floor. Not even. So you're 6 inches. Just
you can do it.
Jump off.
Go ahead.
Just jump off. I'll rescue you. Whoa. You not want to put your feet on the ground? Is that what's going on?
Okay. Yeah, the car.
You want to get the shovel?
Okay. No, fit.
Couldn't have done that on. I don't even know what happened there.
Maybe she didn't want to. The swinging motion. I don't know.
Yeah, but it's coming out good. It'll be well worth it the first time that you get to go from 180?
I thought it was 150.
I think it's more than that. Anyway, to 32 degrees and then back
32 degrees. No. 40 something. I thought.
So this is kind of the
No, we both can fit. Not that we will ever have an opportunity to both be in here at the same time.
Yeah.
It smells so good. With what little smell I have, it smells really good. Oh, they're coming for us.
I hear her.
She's coming.
All right.
So you got one more day to do all of the shiplap, and then what? The door?
And then
the floor?
I want to put the door on at some point, but then I got to do the floor, the moldings, and then the door. The door just keeps end up getting pushed out and pushed out and pushed out. What's the matter, honey? She's right here.
Hi. Look at that booger. You got some boogers on your face, girl. Yeah. Did you get your shovel?
On this.
It's a bench. I'm just sitting down. I'm resting
Why?
because I'm sick and tired.
What's
Sick and
this?
tired of being sick and tired.
What's this?
This is called a sauna. Can you say sauna?
Sauna.
Yeah.
Day 4. We're getting there. I got a horse stall mat that I'm gonna throw on the floor. We'll get to that eventually. But that's how far I got yesterday. And then just trim everything out in cedar. Make the door. Hopefully I can get through that today. I'd like to at least get the door on, floor on, and the trim done. And then I don't know, I'll try to wire that up during the week. That's the actual heater itself. So, alright.
So, what am I looking at? You got trim. You put a floor. What is this? Oh, so what'd you end up using for the floor?
An old gym mat. Actually a horse stall mat. Cutting it was pretty interesting.
Why?
Yeah, that mat was super heavy duty. Not something you find at, yeah, I mean, it's made for horses. Well, anyway, I finished all the trim, and I ran out of wood, so, for the door. So,
Oh, what do you need?
I don't know yet. temporarily wiring it. 'Cause, I don't claim to be an electrician. But basically, the old electric stove that I ripped out was right here. So I just took that wiring, put a 40 amp breaker on it, and sent that to the sauna.
You make it sound simple.
Well, it's not. It's not. I mean, it probably is when you know what you're doing. This isn't really how I want to leave it. So in the future, I'm probably going to have a professional come out, and I want to do it where I don't have to hijack this, because when we go to leave this place, I want to put the electric stove back and then take our propane with us. So we'll figure it out. So this is not a professional job. This is a professional for me.
And don't mind our green
Yeah,
house.
the greenhouse. So the propane tanks are over here because the vent is right above there, and probably not a good idea to have your propane tanks right underneath your vent. So that's what that black pipe is. So that's the power that I stole from the electric oven. I just pushed the wire out the back of the house and then put a 40 amp on that, 40 amp breaker, then just some PVC. Don't. Somebody in the comments probably
We don't get comments.
freaking out right now. I know, but it's like you see all the other people, they're all talking about their comments, and that's why I don't really like show anything I do, because I'm sure somebody will be like, oh, blah, 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 blah. You didn't do this and you didn't do that, and you're supposed to do this, and I'm like, oh, okay, oh, whatever. So I watched a couple of videos from some Norwegians, and they were actually wondering why Americans don't vent their saunas, because I guess you could do a lot of damage to your sauna if you don't actually properly vent it. So I just plugged two 2-inch holes behind here. Eventually I'll build like a little cover louver system so that you can adjust the intake and all that stuff, but for now it's fine.
So you have one above the heater?
Yeah, so you want one above the heater for fresh air so it sucks it in, and then you put two, one up and one down. One's exhaust and one's for cross flow ventilation, so basically the air's doing this. So if you have ever sat in a sauna where it's like super hot up here but your feet are freezing, it's because it's not properly vented and it's not doing the circulation. So what this does with the holes is that it actually now circulates, so the floor should get...
Hold on, we're doing the camera.
What, dude? What?
And
What?
I need some more stickers to decorate my box.
Oh, I don't have any more. That's all I have. But we'll glue your wheels on. Let me finish with Daddy, and then I'll come help you glue the wheels, okay?
Okay, got it.
Thank you. Thank you for asking nicely, Finn. That was very good manners.
I don't have a complete running total of how much time and money I spent on it. Probably more time than money.
What were the vents that you bought, though? You bought like a 3-fer? And you cut them?
Oh, it was just this.
So the store didn't have what you wanted?
I didn't know what I wanted, so I just made this. So I just cut this in 3, and we put 3 vents. But if you go on Amazon and look for sauna vents, they want like $100 for a vent, because it's
How much
made
is that?
$2.99.
Nice.
But because it's made out of wood.
Oh.
So anyway, long story short.
Can I paint that?
What?
The vent? Or no? Just leave it?
Yeah, we'll probably take it off, just put it back on it. We could probably spray paint it black at least, or something.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I was going to be
Yeah,
black.
yeah. We can do that.
Did you
Yeah.
put a handle on the door yet, on the inside?
No, because you got to get a wood one.
Oh, for the temperature? Oh, yeah, the handle for his metal. Ah, that would burn. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so I don't have anything right now.
You're like, I don't want to.
You just...
It was Wait, isn't it the cedar? You don't want to be pulling. on
Yeah,
it.
but you don't yank on it. Just
Okay.
it's a light enough door. You ain't gotta like rip it. You ain't gotta. Well, it's officially almost done.
What's left to do?
You gotta paint it.
Oh, I have to. That's my job.
Yeah, there's an old
Yeah, I
saying.
don't mind painting.
There's an old saying we had in the auto body shop was bang it to fit and paint it to match. So you're gonna be covering up a lot of odds and ends. Yeah, so it's wired. It's running. It's on. It's 170 degrees now in a half an hour. So
Oh yeah, do you remember the time you turned it on?
yeah, I mean the heater's one of the cheap heaters from Amazon, so we'll see how that goes first. I didn't want to splurge on the $1,000 heaters.
There's that much?
Yeah, they are. Until I know that this thing is gonna work. So that's it.
Put it on the wall. Let's see. You might get paint on your clothes, but okay, you're on the left, I'm on the right. Oh. Nope, up and down. Up and down.